Hi everyone, welcome back to Sunset Valley. So today we're actually doing Bella Goth's house. That's really exciting because of course, like, I love Bella Goth, a lot of people love Bella Goth and everything, but unfortunately EA put them into this brown weird suburban house. Like, it's not completely awful, but it isn't great. I think it's in like the lower half of Sunset Valley, and it definitely has that Sunset Valley style. Like 70s weird greens and stuff. Like, I really do like Bella's bedroom in the original, but other than that, I don't really like anything else. And I've been thinking about, like, what do I want to spend a lot of time on? What do I not want to spend a lot of time on? So you've noticed for some of the houses, I do like full renovations, and some of the houses I just do like little touch-ups. And that really depends on the house itself and who it's for. And I think for Bella Goth, like, this is worth like a full renovation. So I completely changed this place. So Bella's bedroom is still basically the same, but I turned it into like a black kind of like contemporary modern suburban house. I know that's three styles of houses, but you'll see what I mean shortly. I kept a lot of the shell. I did fix it up a little bit and tweak the roofing and stuff. Like, of course I fixed the roofing. I think that's like the one thing in Sunset Valley that like you can do. Like, if you just wanted to look better from map view, just like pop in and fix some of the roofs, because like some of the roofing is just terrible. And this house was no exception. I also ended up making like a fully detached garage for this house and fancied up the backyard a little bit, which was really fun to do for the Keatons. So like now I'm a little bit more into backyards, even if it takes a little bit of extra time. Like, you do see it in the open world, like walking around or driving down the street. So I do think it's worth the effort. But yeah, anyway, so I painted the whole thing black, and now I'm like entering the inside, and like you'll see soon, like the first thing I think about is just like demolishing everything inside. I get rid of all the furniture, all the walls and everything. The floor plan stays relatively similar. I don't move the stairs or anything. I know in my Sunset Valley review, I talked about moving the stairs in this house, but it ended up just being too complicated and weird. I felt the upstairs floor plans were really good, just not the first floor. And like with the upstairs, like if I start moving the stairs, then it's gonna ruin the good floor plans the house already had. And I still kept the same basic idea. So like on the top floor, you have like Michael's little part. By the way, I incorporated all their favorite colors into this. So we all know that Bella's favorite color is red. That's actually why I'm wearing my red shirt today. But in terms of her family, my goodness, so Michael Bachelor, his favorite color is green. So I had to make the whole upstairs green. I'm sorry. It looks good on its own. It doesn't look good with any of the reds because then it's too like goth Christmas. But since it's on its own floor, it's fine. Like, you never see his floor with like all the other floors. But yeah, anyway, I kind of like goth it all out and everything. I figure it should have been like an aesthetic that Bella has been living in ever since childhood. And I know she comes from this like suburban family, but maybe they just like happen to move into this haunted house. Like you know how that happens in TV shows? Like the regular suburban family buys this house that's really on sale, and it turns out it's got all these ghosts and murderers in it. Don't worry, there hasn't been a murder here for 10 years. 10 years tonight. Anyway, so I'm getting onto the floor plan, right? And I was thinking, like, do I want a laundry room? Do I want a bathroom and everything? Because for these houses, I don't really consider like the budget. Like, I certainly don't go too over budget because I'm not like going crazy with anything. Like, I'm not demolishing a 3-bedroom house and turning it into like a 10-bedroom mansion. So I figure for the save file, I'm just gonna cheat a few of the family's money either up or down depending on how the renovation goes. Because sometimes when I'm done the renovation, it's a little bit cheaper than what they had originally. Because sometimes EA puts a random like 12,000 simoleon item in some random Sims house, right? So it's like, once you delete that, you're like, wow, like they have a lot of money. And I don't think it's appropriate for all Sims to have like all this wealth in the bank. Actually, a few worlds are bad for that, or good, depending on how you play. Like, I like to play a lot of gold diggers, particularly Dina Caliente as a gold digger. And when playing a gold digger in somewhere like Hidden Springs, a lot of the Sims have like 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 in household funds. Like, most of them are rich. So like if you marry them, then you can get the aspiration done really quickly. Sorry, the lifetime wish. I get mixed up from all the Sims games. But yeah, conversely, if you're more of like a rags to riches player and you're just like meeting people and dating, like, I don't want to date a millionaire if I'm doing rags to riches. Because then what's the point? Then I've already won after like 10 days or whatever. So I like it more in Sunset Valley where like you could be dating a loser, you could be dating a bum, or you could be dating like the one rich person in town or whatever, right? And in fact, a lot of people like marry off Holly and Malcolm apparently. Like, I don't do that at all. But like, if you do that, then it takes like the 2 rich kids out of the equation if they stay faithful to each other, right? Oh my God. Okay, so we're getting into the kitchen. I should explain myself first. So what I'm doing with this is I'm taking like the color that I want in the kitchen. Like, for example, like I knew I wanted to use this pink tile and this pink wall somewhere. So I put it all together in there, and I decide to like put all the color in at once and then slowly take it away. So maybe I'll just be left with like diamonds that are different colors in the tile, and I'll change the rest of them to gray or white or something like that. Or maybe I'll stick with the countertops as the blue or whatever. I'm just like playing with it, right? I'm just playing with the color wheel. That's all this is. And then as you see, it just turns into like an icy blue kitchen out of nowhere. And I figured, you know what? It's pretty, so I'm gonna keep it. But yeah, speaking of their favorite colors, so Yocasta, who is Bella Bella's mother, so her favorite color is hot pink. So that's where you'll see like a lot of the little pink accents. Like I wanted to use it in some tiles and maybe in a bathroom, maybe in their bedroom. Oh yeah, and like her dad, Simus, his favorite color is brown. And I was like, you know what? You've had this ugly Sunset Valley house for this long, you're not getting brown. Because the colors that I wanted to go for were not really meshing with any browns. I really needed like gray, I needed black and stuff, right? Because it's like goth, right? It's Bella Goth. And I know she's not a goth yet, but in my mind, she needs to live in a house like this. If it's not at least a little bit creepy and weird, like I kept it like modern and creepy and kind of vampire-y. What I'm gonna do for the goth house, like historic, like, you know, Victorian and before kind of thing. So I figured that this was like the contemporary goth version because it's for a suburban family, and then the goths can have like the real goth house. Like I'm gonna turn it into a castle. Like I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I'm really excited. But yeah, as we can see, I didn't quite find a place to use the pink tile yet. So as we move upstairs to the second floor, like now I'm trying to fix it in. But I'm really impressed with this bathroom. It doesn't take me too long. Actually, I do think I spend a little bit more time on it than I should. It's not that big, but I wanted to have like a nice bathroom too, because this house has a good floor plan, but the bathrooms were a little bit chunky. They were really weird colors too. So it's like, I figured I may as well utilize the space. So if I have to do like a 20 tile bathroom, then I'm gonna use like the big diagonal tub or whatever. And I think that item is from Into the Future or something, or maybe a stuff pack. So like if you don't have that tub, you can just put like a regular tub diagonal. Again, I try not to use too many DLC items or anything. I think that's the only DLC item I use in this build. I don't think I do a laundry room. Actually, maybe I do a laundry room. It sounds like something I would do. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, coming upstairs, like as we can see, I'm just doing like little tweaks to Bella's bedroom. I really liked the bed they chose for her. I really liked like the blanket with all the skulls on it. Like I really liked the room divider and stuff. So I kept all the items there, and like a few of them have like a little bit of a weird green to them, but it works. It's more of like a poison green. Like it's not like a Christmas green. So and like I think Christmas green is prettier, but I think poison green works better for Bella's bedroom. God, that sounds dark or whatever. And yeah, for like the master bedroom, I just made it like a contemporary pink kind of suburban bedroom. Like the poor husband has to live in this girly bedroom with the wife, and the wife likes gardening and everything. So I left all the gardening stuff outside. Like I kind of touched up the fencing or whatever, but like all the original stuff is still in this build because they got a lot of things right with this, like in terms of their personality or whatever. Just definitely not their favorite colors other than the brown. I guess maybe the green, but like why is it the boys' favorite colors? Now it's the girls' favorite colors. So I think it looks prettier. But yeah, coming up to the third floor. So like I'm not like I shouldn't say that. I'm proud of this. I'm proud that I was able to take colors that I hate and like cow print and stuff and try and make it work. And I think I did make it work. I just don't like the style at all. So I do like how it's on a whole separate floor. And I did do something interesting. Like I did make the bathroom really nice. Like I made a separate toilet room. I made a step-in shower with its own separate tiles and everything. So like I still made like that part of the house nice, but I figured like all the other stuff is like man cavey. So I put an ugly green rug. I put cow print. I put brown furniture. See, brown goes with green, and that's the thing. That's why EA uses so much brown, because they use so much green and then it goes together. But I don't like my houses to look like a tree. I just think it looks too dated. It works for some concepts and for some builds and for some families, but not for all of them. And yeah, coming outside to the landscaping, like I'm just playing around a little bit. I add a little bit of hedging. I try out some fences or whatever, you know, because like I think for like the outside, I still want this house to be recognizable. And I think by turning it black, I already made it a little bit unrecognizable, but I made sure to keep the garage in like the same place and just made the windows more contemporary and everything, right? And like now that I'm looking at the hedging, it's a little bit over the top, but I don't mind it. And keep in mind that Yocasta is a gardening sim. So it's not like they're so rich that they have like a gardener and everything to trim their hedges. Like she likes gardening. So once she's done with her plants in the back, then she can just go do the hedges or whatever. And in fact, that's more of a thing in The Sims 1. Like in The Sims 1, like you have to take care of all your plants, like even the outside decoration ones. But yeah, like we can see, I'm starting to do like the terrain paint and like little finishing touches and stuff. So that means that we're pretty much to the end of the build. So why don't we jump in and look at it? I am so excited. See you there. And welcome to my rendition of Greener and Greener. Yeah, that's what they called the bachelor house. So I guess it is still pretty green because of the gardening and everything, but it is now like a big black house. And coming into first person, I really like how it looks from the street. It does really kind of bring it into like the next decade. Because not only is The Sims 3 an old game, Sunset Valley is kind of set in the 70s. So the whole thing ends up looking a little bit dated, but we're just gonna kind of stroll past Dethany here and we're gonna take a look inside. I didn't quite get the porch shapes and everything, but coming into first person, it really does make sense. I do like it, and I like how like the hedges can kind of clip into the fence. But yeah, coming into the front door, we have this gorgeous entry hallway, and we walk into like right where the stairs are. I'm actually gonna add a railing. I think I forgot about that, but I just wanted like a nice big open space again in the middle because we have so many doorways and stuff here, and the dining table's already a little bit in the way, so I do like a little bit of extra space. And like I said, most of this floor plan is the same. So coming into the living room, I did kind of contemporary up the fireplace. I left the guitar. I added a fish fish bowl just because I end up fishing a lot in The Sims 3, so I like to add it in some of the houses. And coming along back here behind the stairs, now I remember we do have a little laundry area. So I have a laundry room down here, but I added a shower and a toilet and everything, just so that way they could have an extra bathroom. Like, they're probably not gonna have another kid or anything, but I guess you could. And like, there's already 4 Sims. So 4 Sims and 3 bathrooms, I think is pretty good. And let's not forget, over here is like that kind of icy blue kitchen. I really like this kitchen, especially coming into first person. I like the decorations. I like the little like champagne flutes here. I like the cupcake holder and the paper towel rack. I kept the easy bake oven because Bella had it like before I did the renovation, so I did keep a few of the items. And between the bathroom and the kitchen, I kind of put this little study room, so it's not very big. I just put a computer and an easel just for some extra skill building stuff. And it was kind of a weird space. I didn't know what to do with it. And there used to be a computer in the kitchen, so I thought I may as well just make a little study. Okay, and coming upstairs, we're kind of at a divide, so I'm gonna go into the master suite first just because it's not Bella. I want to save her to the end. So coming into like my masterful pink bathroom, and I just noticed the roof is clipping in weird, so I guess I'll have to fix that. I'm still not sure of all like the Sims 3 roof stuff, and I was wondering like why this area couldn't really be used, and now it makes a little bit more sense because I can see the roofing. Yeah, I'll fix that up before I upload it. Unless I already did, I'm sorry, I might have already uploaded this one. But yeah, coming out of the bathroom, I kind of have this little like dressing hall, like a walk-in closet almost. I just put like a chair and some makeup and a dresser and stuff. This is also how you get out to the balcony, right? So I figured like through like the little walk-in closet, you can walk out to the balcony. Why not, right? It's a little bit more private. And then coming in here is like the master bedroom. And then if you go out this way, you actually end up like on the other side of the hallway. So this kind of does full circle so your Sims don't get stuck around. Speaking of not going stuck around, let's go in this way. It's Bella's bedroom. So I did kind of redden it down a little bit. I made it a little bit more rustic. And in fact, I copied the bricks from the outside of the house to the inside of Bella's room because I figured that that's her style. And again, I just fixed up some colors and whatever, but I did keep the skulls. And yeah, just one floor to go. So if we go upstairs, we have Michael Bachelor's little kind of like man cave area. So I didn't like over furnish it. It's kind of like the attic, right? And I find like the further up you go in someone's house, like the less and less it's decorated, right? And this is just for like a single teen guy, so it makes sense. On this side, I have his bathroom. I'm really proud of this bathroom. Ew, I put green carpet in here by accident. I'm just like EA. Oh no, I did this on purpose. I was trying to make it look like the little like rugs that go around like your toilet. I guess it doesn't really work in first person. It looked better from like sky view. And yeah, like my little walk-in shower thing with the little platform step. I was really impressed with that. Like I just like little details in houses. That's all it takes to make me happy. So going into the final bedroom, we just have this green striped mess. Again, the stripes were already used in the build, so I decided to like keep it, but I added in my own colors and I thought, well, I don't hate these kinds of green, but I don't like them together, but whatever. It's a green mess and I did it and it's over. God, that stressed me out. But yeah, what did you guys think? Did you ever renovate this house before? I'm sure you've played in this house because almost everyone plays with Bella Goth, no matter what Sims game it is. So I know a lot of you are familiar, but I hope by keeping the floor plan the same, I was able to keep like the same functionality while adding a little bit of aesthetic and whatever. So let me know, do you like this version better or do you like the original? Because they are two totally different styles. But yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe for some more Sims content. I was really looking forward to doing a lore heavy family, so I'm glad I got to do the bachelors. I don't want to do them all at once or anything. I want to kind of space it out. I'm not sure if I should leave the Goth family to the end or do it kind of in the middle and save the end for the Alto Mansion or something. I'm still thinking about it. So yeah, let me know what you think about that as well. And as usual, Destiny's being creepy behind the bush. So I guess we'll have to see you in the next one. Boom.